Welcome to Massive Late Fee. And now your hosts, Mark and Carol.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Massive Late Fee. My name is Mark. With me as always is my fiance Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
You looked threatening.
Well, you
as I said, with me as always is, and you looked like if I said the wrong word, I was going to get murdered.
I don't know. I never know what you're going to do there. It's always a little frightening for me, that 1 second delay when I see your brain processing about what am I going to call her?
Wow.
That be Carol.
Oh my God.
I know you would never say that.
How are you doing today, Carol? Did you say, hey, what's up?
I thought I did, but hey, what's up? Just in case.
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is February 21st, 1998.
It is.
And I don't have any news today. Again, news dominated by William Jefferson Clinton.
Right.
And Monica, no middle name, Lewinsky.
And because of...
I assume she has a middle name. But I don't know.
Because of how little I care about what the president does with his penis...
Wow.
I am not paying any attention to the news right now.
What about what Miss Lewinsky does with her vagina?
I care even less.
Oh, no.
She does have a cute look to her, though.
Yeah.
I like her outfits.
I agree.
She's like a Barbie.
Yeah.
I want to dress her up. But other than that, I don't care.
She's like Midge.
She got up to some stuff with Alan, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Anyway, so no news this week. Maybe news next week. Stay
We'll
tuned.
see how ambitious we're feeling.
Right. I don't read the paper as much anymore.
Yeah, me either. Like I said, it's just overall not that impressive lately. But I do like Massive Love. There's a kitty cat.
A cat came in here. That's what happened. I was like, why you look distracted? You're glancing off like there's a ghost approaching you.
Did I look afraid of the kitty cat?
It was a cat. No, you looked like it was a friendly ghost.
Who's a good boy?
Like it was Casper.
I think this one's Buddy.
Yes. That is correct.
We have twin boys, and then we can't always tell them apart.
I can always tell them apart, but Carol can't always tell them apart.
Not immediately.
We have twin boys. You didn't give birth to them, you know.
They're my babies. Stop.
Hey!
It.
Hey!
He's scratching up our carpet.
I hate it. I don't like this carpet that much either, though. Anyway, so go ahead. We watched...
Go ahead with what?
we watched... I'm
Go to
just,
the mall.
I'm just so used to interrupting you, I guess. We watched a movie.
Oh my
God!
God.
We stayed in this week, and we watched Home Box Office.
It was a mistake. It was such a mistake. Next week, you're taking me out somewhere fun and to see something happy.
I don't know.
It's what's happening, sir. Because I can't deal with that again. When I woke up today, I felt dehydrated and my face hurt from all of the crying.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
This movie is so sad. I mean, it was a good movie, but it's so sad.
Next week, I think we're seeing a horror film.
Well, I mean, that makes me happy. I like horror.
Yeah.
That's in my wheelhouse. What are we seeing?
Dark City.
Oh, okay.
It's about Harlem.
Interesting.
Oh, that's a horrible joke. Just joking.
I have no idea. I
Dark City,
don't know anything about this movie.
Harlem's historically black, Dark City.
Oh God, that's an awful joke. I don't like that.
I don't either.
Anyway,
But I said it.
you did.
And now it's immortalized forever.
On cassette tape.
Anyway,
Soon to be put on the website.
we watched Gia.
Gia.
Oh, is that how it's pronounced?
You sat through the 2-hour-long movie. You know how it's pronounced. Yeah, freak.
About Gia Italian last name. Ends in a vowel. But she just went by Gia.
Which is good enough. I don't know any other Gias, do you?
I know the giant Gila monster.
What in the fuck?
It's a lizard.
Is it? Because I thought you just made that up.
No.
Interesting.
You never heard of a Gila monster?
No. It sounds like a name for a body part.
What? What just happened?
I don't know.
You said it sounds like a name for a body part, and then the puppeteer that controls you had a seizure. Suddenly your arms and head were everywhere. What the fuck is going on?
Oh my god. I was irritated because there was a noise that shouldn't have been. When we are recording...
That noise shouldn't exist.
When we are recording, the world is supposed to shut up, and it just doesn't.
I didn't hear it, and I doubt they did either.
I heard it.
Yeah. Just in your head, honey.
Oh my god, I'm giving him both the fingers.
Oh no, she's turning them on herself.
Aw, you're mean.
All right, great. Speaking of mean, Gia's parents.
Well, see, okay, I don't think they were particularly mean people.
I don't know.
I think they were bad parents, and they were bad at being married to each other.
Oh, hell yeah.
But as far as, like, how they treated her, I mean, her mom left. That was shit. Like, what mom leaves their child? Why didn't she take her with her?
I don't know.
That's what I don't like.
I don't know.
Because it seems like the dad was a drunk.
And abusive, possibly.
Yeah. So, yeah, she should have taken her daughter with her when she left. That would
She should have
better.
taken that young actress that was played her daughter. So, Hacker's own Angelina Jolie is in this movie as the titular Gia.
She's probably the only good thing about the movie because you get to look at her pretty face the whole time.
Well, let me tell you. But the young Gia is played by an actress named Giant Mila Monster Kunis. Mila Kunis.
That sounds even dirtier.
It Milakunis. How would you pronounce that?
Mila Kunis?
Why would you put an ooh sound there? It's a U.
Because it sounds like it's a Greek word.
I'll give you Mila. Greek.
Yeah, Kunis?
No, I don't think so.
I think so. I don't know. Does anybody know the origin of the name Kunis?
Sounds Russian to me.
Whatever.
Ukrainian. Anyway, so I don't know, but she plays young Angelina Jolie, and it's good casting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, she does look very similar. They both have big lips.
Yeah, like you.
Aw. They're not as big as those girls, though.
I don't know.
You know that they sell stuff that you can put on your lips to make them swell?
Do they?
Yeah. Isn't that silly?
What
I
is
mean,
it?
I guess if you had really thin lips, maybe you'd want to do that, but it's like a mild allergic reaction.
Is it bee venom?
No, I don't know what it is, but I saw it in a magazine article.
Anyway, in your Vogue or
I don't read Vogue.
Teen Vogue or Allure, I don't know. What do you read?
I read 17
Cosmopolitan.
and Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan, that's
And
what I was
occasionally Maxim because I think it's a good thing to keep up on what the other side is doing.
Because you want to prevent mutually assured destruction.
Exactly.
If they're loading up on offensive weapons, you want to make sure that you're prepared. Well, because I get Maxim, so she reads that.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't read the 17 magazine. Sometimes I read Cosmopolitan, though.
17 is more fun,
Is it?
I think. Well, don't you
Should I
think it
find a
was more fun when
17-year-old?
we were 17?
Oh, we're either 17 or a different age now. Look at your face.
Did you just say what you just said? Oh my god! How could you?
Yes, that's
how
how-
could you do that?
that's how
you
words
asked
work.
me to marry you, and then you say I'm going to go get a 17-year-old. I am not that old that I need to be traded in for a younger model. Whatever age we are, it's not that old. Dick.
I love how delayed your reaction was to that. We were able to change subjects before you commented on it. You said 17 is more fun.
I'm going to beat you so hard. And you're not even going to know it's coming. Like, you're just going to, like, it'll be a couple days from now. You're going to be chilling, doing something on the computer, reading a book, and all of a sudden it's going to come. And you'll know why.
Oh, my God. Oh. Anyway. So, this Angelina Jolie was in Hackers like 3 years ago. And she is John Voight's daughter.
Do you think she looks like him?
A little. Only a little.
Because, like, I don't even see really the resemblance at all.
In the mouth.
But she has a pretty mouth, and he's an ugly man. What? She does.
Or John Voight.
He's not attractive, and she is.
I guess.
That's all I have to say about that.
She is, as you pointed out. So the entire movie is her. Mm-hmm. I mean, normally it's kind of easy to break down films. You know, you may disagree with us or whatever, but we can point to either successes and failures in writing, acting, directing, cinematography, costume design.
Sure. These things exist in this film.
Set decoration and stuff like that. But this film isn't a movie.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not a movie. It's a faux documentary. They film it documentary style. But it's not a movie. It's Angelina Jolie in a series of scenes. That's what it is. I mean, not that it's not put together in a good way or anything like that. But what I'm saying is the entire movie lives or dies on Angelina Jolie's performance in this.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
And she's fantastic in it. Like all the emotions and contradictions that she has to live in each of these scenes. Mm-hmm. It works.
She does an amazing job, for sure. I just don't think that we need to completely piss on and discredit everybody else who worked on the film.
I'm not saying that everyone else that worked on the film should be pissed on, although I assume some of them are into that. But
do ya?
Well, I mean, it's Hollywood. At least a certain percentage has got to be. But anyway, my point, though, is that the writing doesn't matter as much as her performance. Like how well written a scene is doesn't matter as much as how well she conveys this emotion.
Sure.
And to a lesser degree, Elizabeth Mitchell, who plays her erstwhile lover.
Her girlfriend?
Yeah, sure.
What's erstwhile?
I don't know. Look it up.
Professor. I don't really get in the dictionary, man. So far away.
Dictionary man.
Yeah.
You're going to have sex with a dictionary man now?
Maybe I will as he's 17.
Anyway.
But I mean, like, particularly, okay, costuming and the filming, I think they both did really important things, too.
Yes, I agree. Wait.
What? What? Cinematography.
Okay, there you go. I was going to costuming and filming. Yes, it was.
The people who ran the camera.
That they pressed record. That is correct. Without that, the movie wouldn't exist.
There was a lot of like really artistic and cool looking shots, and like
it's a movie about photography and the fashion world. So the costuming is going to be very important. And the cinematography, because cinematography and lights and all that stuff they're very similar to photography. In fact, the other term of cinematographer that I don't really love, but it's director of photography.
Okay.
So
interesting.
But as one cinematographer put it, there's only one director on a film, so he prefers to be called a cinematographer. So
makes sense.
So I go with that. But anyway, that, yeah, so those two things are very important. And makeup, too.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Her makeup was excellent. I didn't pay attention to anybody else's makeup because it's like she's just so she commands the screen so much it's hard to look at anyone else, honestly.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
She does. Like, all focus goes to her. It's interesting because Gia, the supermodel, was supposed to be like that. I mean, I don't know a ton about her, but that was supposed to be her thing, too. It was like, everyone was drawn to look at her and everything, right? And they did a great job casting because Angelina Jolie really captures that, and she happens to be an incredibly good actress, too, so... As it turns out.
So, as you said, the film's about Gia, the supermodel, and it starts out, though, talking about, her childhood and how she...
Gia, the super
came
child.
to be a supermodel.
Yes. Her parents sit down and explain to the camera how she came to be.
Oh, my God. How she came to be a supermodel, you freak.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Jesus. It was... I'm trying to remember, and I know we just saw it last night.
Yeah.
But I remember, her meeting with people.
Yes. She did meet people in this movie.
Well, I mean, okay, the lady who became her agent.
Wilhelmina.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina Cooper, who in real life died at 40 years old. Can you believe Faye Dunaway?
Was she on drugs, too?
She had lung cancer.
So, some drugs.
I guess.
Cigarettes.
She died at 40.
That's
of
sad.
lung cancer, yeah.
The actress playing her, I think, was older than 40.
Faye Dunaway, I believe she is older than 40. Maybe not a lot, but,
Now, I mean, they got super close, and, she became, a mother figure to her or whatever.
Yes.
But starting out, she's just kind of an intimidating person.
Yeah, she's German. So.
But I don't remember how she got the meeting with her in the first place.
Well, I don't know. They didn't really say. So what happened is that she was in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. It's a tough city, Philadelphia. And she, she grew up in that area. It's near New York-ish. Mm-hmm. They're all kind of close to each other. But she's working in a pizzeria as a late 70s punk spiky hair woman.
Pizzeria?
Yeah, her dad owned a pizzeria.
I thought it was more like a diner.
Whatever, it was something.
Somewhere they serve food.
It was an Italian man behind a counter. I assumed it was a pizzeria.
Wow, that's just wrong.
And anyway, so she meets this dude.
That was weird.
TJ.
That was weird. How she met TJ.
Well, she just meets him on the street, right, or whatever?
But she crawls over the counter and leaves with him, and is that supposed to be when they first met? Because that's what it seemed like. But it's who would do that?
I don't know. Gia.
It's fucked up.
Only Gia.
Just hey, I like you, Gia and TJ. That sounds good together. Let's go, and climbs over the fucking counter.
Yeah.
But she was always nuts.
Oh yeah, 100%. But anyway, so she's walking around and stuff, and a photographer just happens to see her on the street with TJ.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
A photographer, and he was like, hey, we should take pictures or whatever. So they go and take pictures and everything, and then she starts making out with him and making out with TJ, and then making him and TJ make out, and then she starts making out with the woman, his girlfriend or whatever. I don't know
who she was, but she looked pretty pissed off.
Right.
Until, Angelina Jolie started kissing her, and then I think that made her day better.
I guess.
That would make my day better.
Boxer's here now. Anyway, so that's in those pictures, they got her to a meeting with this woman.
Who was so busy that the reception area is all crowded, and they're like, yeah, whatever, maybe you'll see her, basically. And she carved her name in the fucking reception desk.
With a switchblade that she carries around.
She had that through the whole movie.
Because Philadelphia is a tough city, and you need a switchblade.
I don't understand. I have to assume that's got to be true, because it's just one of those weird things that would stand out. I don't think you'd make it up.
I don't see why.
And I don't know how that could translate into actually getting in to see the person. I think that would, in most situations, translate to a trip to jail.
Well, luckily, Wilhelmina was a German.
Luckily, though, really?
So
I think she'd have done better in jail.
Well, I guess. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I guess there could be drugs there, too.
But anyway, so the entire movie after this is kind of her rise in modeling. And it depicts her like meteoric rise, everyone wants her and everything, and then her descent into drugs, but we never really get the origin of that, where she started doing drugs from.
Yes, we do, I think.
do? Okay.
Wilhelmina, because she's telling her which pills to take when she couldn't sleep because she's nervous her first day. I mean,
guess.
I that's what I think. I think it was because she started out on pills and then she moved on to other stuff.
Told her to get a colonic, too.
What the fuck is that about?
It's like an enema.
But why would you do that for a modeling job?
So you're less bloated. You look smaller, you know?
Wow.
That's my guess.
And you, after hearing that, still said it seemed like a nice life? I don't...
No, I said it seemed like a cushy life being a model. Getting paid a bunch of money and people take pictures of you.
Yeah, but see, like, there's so much, like, negativity and judgment and pressure. Like, I mean, I know that was partway through the movie, and you probably understood by the end that it wasn't so great. But, like, I never modeled, but I went to modeling school.
She used to be a model.
I was not a model.
Kind
but
of a
I went to Barbizon Modeling School.
And they wanted to hire her for several different things.
No. I auditioned to go meet with agents, and I was chosen to go meet with agents in New York, but my mother wouldn't let me go.
Right.
But the point is...
Just saying she could have been a model.
They're bitches. They're all bitches. You know why? Because nobody's eating. Everybody is hungry all the time. And, like, I saw the, like, director lady make this girl cry because she wore a dress that made her look fat.
Oh, wow.
A teenage girl.
Wow.
And she didn't look fat. She had her uterus still, so you could see a little pooch in her dress. Mm-hmm. You know, just so y'all know out there, you're not supposed to have a flat stomach. It's not physically possible, but they tell you it is.
Yeah.
And that's like the goal, to fade away into absolutely nothing. So, no, I don't think it'd be fun.
Carol has some first-hand experience of this movie, kind of.
No, yeah, not
But you
like
didn't.
this.
You didn't start chasing the dragon, though.
No, we were a bunch of teenage girls at modeling school. It's a little different.
Yeah, you weren't doing heroin,
No, sir, no heroin.
which is good. I mean, good you didn't do it, and it's also tastes good.
I don't know. Like, she was sick. Because she's going into withdrawal from crack. She started out.
She was doing a lot of stuff. So she was doing. I think she was doing. I think she was freebasing cocaine. She was doing cocaine, and then I guess she got into heroin as like a come down or whatever. She was doing a lot of stuff.
Well, was she looking for heroin then when she was sick? Because
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that makes more sense because I thought that was her first time using heroin when she shot it.
No, she used heroin before, but she didn't shoot it. She just snorted or I guess smoked.
Can you smoke it?
Yeah, you can smoke it. It's a very different way to do it, but you can. Yeah, it's a different way to do it, but you can.
That's fucked up. And why do you know all this shit?
You don't need to know why I know all this stuff.
I feel like I do if I'm going to marry you.
I've had friends.
Sure, friends.
Various levels of drugs.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
But this movie was super, super depressing.
Yes, it was.
So her mother left her with her father and created, abandonment issues or whatever.
Right.
Kind of broke her as a person. And then later came back into her life. And at one point she wants to, go back home. She's been visiting for a couple weeks. And she starts freaking out and like, don't leave me, don't leave me. And her girlfriend also said she was like a puppy, just like, love me, love me, love me. And her mom's judging her and being like, you need to stop, you need to chill. And it's like, this is your fucking fault.
Right.
That pissed me off. Like, she should have been nicer to her about that.
I agree.
I mean, obviously she was overreacting, but it's like maybe she needed some help. Maybe she needed a hug from her mother. I mean,
Right.
instead of like, I'm leaving, bye, fuck you.
Some mental help.
Right? I did not like that mom.
She meets Elizabeth Mitchell, the actress. No, she meets this woman. I can't remember her name, Lisa or something.
Yeah, something like that. Linda, I think.
Linda, yeah. So she meets her at one of the first shoots, and then the photographer's like, "Okay, we fucking paid our bills. We did all this bullshit. Who wants to make some art? Take off all your clothes." And she's like, "Yeah, I'll stay, as long as Linda stays."
Doesn't that seem nuts that, like, he'd just be like, hey, let's make art? Like, you just did real modeling, and now you're going to do nude pictures?
Well, he did. You know, it's weird because I thought this was like a come on or something like that. This is a photographer being like whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it is not at all implied that he tried to do anything.
No.
I think he really just didn't want to do artistic photos.
Yeah. Yeah, and then her and Linda were both naked and making out through a fence, and then the next morning...
Then it fades to
Yeah.
them actually having sex.
No, it doesn't. They didn't show us them having sex.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
What the fuck? Yes.
I knew they did have sex, but I didn't know they showed anything. I don't remember seeing anything.
I mean, okay, so they show them
feel
making
like I'd
out.
remember that.
They show them making out. They show hands going places, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, they didn't show any bottoms,
All right.
but yeah, they were making out, and they were both naked.
I must have been in the bathroom.
I guess.
But Linda is trying to just like take off in the morning because, you know, I think she thinks she's straight still or something. I don't.
She's got a boyfriend.
Yeah. That was stupid. But Gia is completely naked. And again, she's just insane. So she follows her out into the hallway of the apartment building in front of the elevator. And the door's open. And she doesn't even hide herself in any way.
No.
But, I mean, she did just pose for a camera like that. So why would she care?
I get you. She wouldn't. What?
Nothing.
You're so weird.
I heard a meow.
So, you know, the movie is essentially about the relationships that she has between her parents, this woman, friends, drugs, other people in the industry.
That guy at the end, who's her friend, is that the same guy she crawled over the counter for in the beginning?
Yeah.
So he was gay.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, well, no, because he wanted to sleep with her, though.
I think he said don't pretend you're going to do something you're not going to do.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't gay.
So I think he was for sure bisexual.
Yeah. Because he was making out with other dudes at some point.
But I think he might have been gay. I think he might have been gay and just playing or teasing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what their situation was. But he might have been bisexual. I don't know.
It seemed like he was her boyfriend, but he wasn't her boyfriend because they weren't having sex.
No, they were just friends.
Yeah.
But he was taking care of her when they moved to New York. And he was like, I need to go back to Philadelphia.
He loved her.
As a friend, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it's a lot about the different relationships she had and everything. And it's a huge tragedy because she descends into drugs and then kicks drugs and, you know, is victorious in her fight against drugs. And then they're
Victory.
and then they're like, oh, but you've got AIDS, though.
Yeah.
You got this new thing. It's like new Coke, but...
That poor girl, she didn't even know what it was. She didn't even know the death sentence she was being given.
No one did at that time. She was the first, like...
Woman.
Famous woman to die of AIDS.
Okay, famous woman, not woman.
Well, I don't know if she was the first woman ever to die of AIDS, but she was definitely the first, like, when she died, everyone was like, oh, women can get this? Like, it changed the way people thought about it.
Because they thought it was just for gay men.
Yes. That was what was believed for a long time, which is why they didn't put any money or research into it.
Yeah. Sad.
And then, some people, like, from blood transfusions, they knew. Some people got it. They knew it was, like, a blood thing, and then they realized, and drugs, too, and that's how she probably got it. Or one of the 2 times the one times that she was probably raped.
Yeah.
Maybe. She was raped twice, apparently.
Well, you think the time she referred to that she could have done it with her German Shepherd was rape?
What?
Somebody asked her, I think Linda, if she'd ever had sex with a man.
No,
TJ
TJ asked her that.
And she said, yeah, I could have done that with my German Shepherd.
Well, she said it one time, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
When she gets the drugs, when she gets the heroin the first time, they don't say it, but she probably was raped.
Yeah, when she goes in that costume and everything.
Yes.
Because they show her in the shower with Linda. And there's blood running down her legs and stuff, yeah.
And then she was for sure raped after she had AIDS when she was trying to get drugs again.
Raped and beaten almost to death.
Yeah, and then she died. Yeah, she had the signs of Kaposi sarcoma on her skin, and all the papers really say she died of AIDS-related complications. So you don't know, but especially during that time period, the early time, the 80s, before they had some of the treatments that they've got now, because they had basically no treatments. It essentially just destroyed your immune system, so everything could come in, any kind of opportunistic infection, anything. So she probably had several different infections running through her body at the same time. Probably blood became septic and all that stuff because, everything was having a field day.
Yeah, it was a hard watch. It was a hard watch.
Well, I think the hardest part for you was when she got clean, but she knew she had AIDS, and she went to talk to Linda for the last time.
Yeah, that was very sad. Because she didn't tell her. She didn't tell her she had AIDS. She didn't tell her she was dying. And she should have told her because, God knows Linda might have had AIDS.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, it was very sad because they're talking about they're going to get back together. They're going to try again. And it's like, no, you're not because you're going to die.
Right. Yeah. And the emotion, like Angelina Jolie and, like I said, Elizabeth Mitchell, too, to a somewhat lesser degree, not to minimize.
Her mother.
Yeah. But they really sell it, and it's very sad. It's a sad movie, but I thought it was a good one. I thought it was a very good movie. I think this Angelina Jolie is set for stardom.
Oh yeah,
this was a acting tour de force.
She was fantastic. I would recommend that you watch the movie and then stop when she goes to get heroin the first time, when she's in this dress, this really beautiful dress. She gets on the back of a motorcycle.
Before all the tragedy happens.
And, she goes and gets the drugs. You want to stop it right there.
So, and just tell yourself that she just was able to get drugs and she was happy for the rest of her life.
Well, you can have the knowledge of what happened because we told you, but you just don't need to see it. It's very upsetting.
Then you just get to see Angelina Jolie naked.
Yeah. Exactly.
And to a lesser degree,
and in pretty dresses.
Elizabeth Mitchell.
Yes. That's the movie I wanted to see. The rest of this,
Yeah. But that is the episode for this week, Carol.
All right, so you can write us at latefee1994 at AOL.com. Mm-hmm. Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share our tapes with your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.